Right, so today we're driving out the IT-1, and if I can score some points, we'll fly out the Mi-4AV, because I am a glutton for pain. And this tank, the IT-1 here, it's exactly what it looks like. It's a missile tank. It has a missile launcher instead of a gun. The missiles it carries, the 3M7, are okay. They've only got like 500 millimeters of pen, but they have like a 3-kilogram warhead. So if you score a direct hit, I mean, it's some real serious punishment on anything you actually get a direct hit with. Oh, just missed that guy. You can also get some really good hull down positioning, which is something I really like with this. Now, there are a lot of problems with this tank. I don't have thermals. All I've got is night vision. I don't have artillery. I can't spot targets. I'm limited to just this optical zoom and stuff.
Here it comes! Whoa, kaboom!
There we go. You know, the missiles are relatively effective when you can actually score hits with them. And, you know, sometimes that's easier than other times, right? Same as anything. Let's take a look. Now, this map isn't too bad sometimes for the IT-1. This sort of a tank, you know, it excels at, like, longer range attacks like I just made on that, whatever that Abrams variety was I just killed. This is what it's best at, is doing these, like, semi-hull down, long-range shots and hoping for the best. Now, all it's got for other weapons is a wimpy coaxial machine gun, which isn't too impressive. It has very bad armor. So even like an off-angle shot from, you know, a heat fin stabilized or some nonsense will still be enough to take this out. Like, if you get into a brawl with even, like, stock tanks, that can be a problem for you. So, this helicopter, I can't do a whole lot about it because the missile I have is very slow. So, you know, you can engage aircraft with it, but it's not very well suited because you're going to need the direct hit, and it's a very slow-moving weapon, and it's hard to judge the distance on it. So, I personally find them somewhat hard to hit with. If it was a faster-moving missile, I would have fired at that helicopter when I saw him before.
Attention to the map.
Are they? Do we got stuff over there to worry about? Alright, well, I don't want to sit here the whole map, because I hate it when people camp, so I'm not going to be a camper. Even though that is a really good spot. Because I had some good coverage there. But I want to get up into the action. Yeah, the low profile on the IT-1 here, you know, you can get yourself into some good sneaky positions where your missile launcher is sticking up over cover, but the rest of your tank is not. Or at least very little, you know, just like the top of your turret, and that's it. I really like being able to do stuff like that. There are a lot of places on a lot of these maps where you can very effectively hide behind cover because your weapon system is mounted above the rest of your tank. You know, and that's a very effective place for it to be.
Boom shakalaka!
Nice! Yeah, so did I mention that the missiles on this are very effective? You know, it's not the biggest armor pen on the planet. but the combination of the moderate armor penetration and the huge high explosive shot is good. I'm a huge fan of the IT-1. And you know, the 3M7 missile is kind of a meme, but I like it. And generally, I mean, you know, if you've watched AMI stuff, you probably realize I really enjoy. I don't know if I'm going to make it up there. I'm not. I'm a moron. I really enjoy the sort of lighter vehicles like this with the weird off-meta meme gameplay. This really does it for me. So I'm going to have to get up here. Ooh. All right. So that guy got blown up. I can try and go hide behind his corpse. Of course, I don't know what he got blown up by. Oh, BMP, come on. You're really going to do that to me? Are you going to park there? Are you going to do exactly what I was going to do? Alright, now what did these guys get killed by? Oh no!
That was embarrassing.
Yeah. Very vulnerable to stuff like Gepards. Like, no armor or anything at all. And honestly, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to take out the Mi-4. It's an objectively bad helicopter. But, you know, I enjoy weird off-meta gameplay like this. It looks like we have at least 3 other helicopters up, and we know that Gepard is up. So that's an issue. Oh, we got another Mi-4. Good. He's going to go in and take some fire, maybe. So the Mi-4 is bad. It's slow. It doesn't maneuver well. It's bulky. It's just a bad helicopter. But it does carry the 9M7M Falanga missile. I think these are a modernized version of like the AT-2 Swatter that the original Mi-24 had. It's not a great weapon, but it's okay. It's an anti-tank missile. You basically need a good direct hit in order to kill with it. It's you know, it's a semi-automatic sort of a weapon. You got to guide it in manually, and that's okay. But the problem is that the Mi-4 is such a bulky, non-ideal launch platform. Getting into position to use the missiles is a challenge. Like, see, I don't know if you can see in the rendering, but there's another helicopter over there. And I don't have any armor or anything. You know, this is a civilian transport helicopter that a couple of countries just strapped some missiles onto just because they needed something. So yeah, okay, there's a missile incoming for me. I'm already dead. I can tell you right now. Unless I can, like, get behind these rocks or something, I'm screwed. Yeah. Screwed. That is the typical Mi-4 experience. I'm going to try and bring it out into another match, though, so we'll see. Alright, we're back out in the Mi-4AV, which is an objectively bad helicopter. And you saw why at the end of the last match. It's a flying bus. You know, this is a civilian transport helicopter that has some anti-tank weapons grafted onto it as an afterthought. It has no agility, no speed. It's just an extremely vulnerable platform, and it's huge with no armor. So the only real way to try and be successful with this thing is to try and get yourself into a position, more so than with other helicopters, to fire the Falanga missiles without being detected. Like, if people see you, you're basically done.
Shoots from way out yonder. No good!
Oh, that should have been a hit. I think that other guy got him right before my missile did. That was unfortunate. But what you just saw there, that was the ideal use case for the Mi-4. So far, I don't think anyone has seen me, but I'm getting a little high, so I want to dip down. And this is really early in a match. The only real saving grace of the Mi-4 is that this thing takes, like, nothing for spawn points to get into. It's extremely easy to get into this helicopter. With the best weapon load, it's only like, I think like 550 spawn points or something. It's not a lot. I couldn't even tell if that was a guy. That is a guy.
Bullseye!
Okay. So that's how you have to try and get a kill with the Mi-4. It's not easy. The missiles are slow, as you saw. All you've got is the optical zoom, so it's extremely difficult. And it's... Whoa, where was that coming from? And it's even more difficult... Oh, boy. Alright. The guy... That's another problem I didn't really get to talk about. The guy shot down my missile. You saw there.
And they ought to take this guy's hunting license away because he's shooting blind right now.
Yeah. So this helicopter is incredibly difficult, as I was saying, to use effectively. You've got to try shenanigans like that. Like, the position I'm in here, this is like the worst possible place to be. Over the battlefield without any missiles left. I have no countermeasures. I'm vulnerable to light machine gun fire. So I'm going to try and fly this thing home. I got one kill, which is actually like way above average for the Mi-4. The vast majority of times that you fly this ridiculous thing out, you just get... Whoa. Yeah, like that. See, look at that. That's some light machine gun fire, and my whole fuselage is already red. But the majority of times that you fly this thing out, you get clipped before you even get into position to fire anything. It's just such a vulnerable target. Alright, I'm going to fly back and try to land here. And I'm not going to make it. And my machine gun is gone. Otherwise, I would be shooting that guy. But he got my gunner or got my machine gun. I'm not sure which. But in any case, I'm seriously damaged right now. He's going to probably come back around and finish me off. And there's really nothing I can do about it. Alright, he's already down. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm like missing one of my landing wheels. I'm basically totally screwed. Am I even heading in the right direction? Yeah, kinda. But so the Mi-4 is pretty terrible. It's incredibly slow, as you're seeing. I'm not a fan of this helicopter at all, but you know, it's where you start in the Soviet tech tree. You know, this is gonna sound silly to say, but I actually found the most success when I was grinding with the Mi-4 and everything, which unfortunately, you know, you have to grind through it to get any of the other helicopters. The bombs. It can carry bombs. Like just, you know, old school dumb bombs. And I found that using dumb bombs was surprisingly effective. You know, because you didn't have to get in a position to shoot anything. You didn't have to get into a hidey spot. All you had to do was, you know, get close to the battlefield at treetop level and, like, come in from the side. And if you could manage that, you know, and just get, like, literally just on top of somebody and drop bombs at them, with like a 2-second delay so that you could move out of the way. You could get some kills that way. But in any case, that's going to about wrap it up. That's the Mi-4 and the IT-1. As always, thanks for watching.